Now let's talk about some antivirus and anti-malware. Now, in terms of cybersecurity, these AV and anti-malware are very important. So if you do have a laptop, you might be a Mac or might be a Windows, then definitely there should be some antivirus in Windows. There is a by default antivirus which we call generally Microsoft Defender, right? So generally organizations uses all these antiviruses and anti-malwares or even the EDR just to detect the uh, you know all the malicious events, the viruses, trojans, worms, everything generally. So antivirus is nothing but when you know about the antivirus actually detects the it is signature based and it detects the known vulnerabilities, or you can say the known attacks or malwares. For example, if there is some malware which is already known or already in the database of that particular antivirus software, then it is going to detect. But let's suppose if there is some 0 day, antivirus is not going to detect it because it is not a behavior based. It is a signature based, which is already there, right? And those malwares or viruses which is already known, it can detect. Whereas the anti-malware, if you can see in my screen, it is heuristic based, right? So it has the ability to detect a 0 day attack as well, or the attack which is not happened, correct? So it has the ability of those things as well. Now here comes the third term is that EDR, endpoint detection response. So generally endpoint is your asset means your laptop device, whatever, right? So organization uses EDR. Now what is the capability of that EDR is? So EDR is for endpoint detection response, and it is a behavior based. It can detect the pattern of the particular uh, some of the traffic patterns. It can detect, it can detect the behavior. It can also detect the known malwares, or it can also detect the 0 days. So nowadays companies in the cyber security generally are using antivirus and EDR both solutions. So this is what the antivirus and anti-malware, and where we are using in terms of cyber security, these things you already know. So let's move. Okay, so this is just a revision type. Let me take a highlighter. Antivirus and anti-malware software are like digital security guards, as we were talking about, like your laptop, right? And they can scan computers and network to detect and remove malicious software. That is the malware. Malware includes virus, worms, trojans, and spyware. If it is known, then AV means antivirus is going to remove it, else AM will remove if it is not known. Correct? Antivirus programs uses database of known malware signature to identify threats. That's what we have talked in the previous slide. Anti-malware software employs behavioral analysis to detect suspicious activity. That is heuristic based. Uh, this is the heuristic based, the anti-malware, which you already have seen here. This is heuristic based detection, right? Now, regular updates are essential to keep the antivirus, anti-malware update. Not only this antivirus and anti-malware, but also you need to keep your Windows, you need to keep your application up to date, your Google Chrome, everything, whatever you have, right? Because in the older version, why the new version is coming, right? So you have to think about that, why the new version is coming, because there might be some vulnerability in the lower version. That's why the new one is coming, or the company have just changed something in the new version. That's why the newer version is coming. So you need to take care about all those things. Scanning files and downloads helps prevent malware from infecting system. These tools provide a real-time protection and schedule scans. So you can schedule a scan maybe every day or weekly. It depends on your policy of your organization generally. Antivirus and anti-malware are vital for keeping devices and networks safe from cyber threats. They are fundamental components of cybersecurity. Obviously, whatever these things we are discussing in the whole course, all everything is the fundamental, and this is the base of the cybersecurity, I can say. Right, so that's it in the antivirus, anti-malware, and you already I also told you about the EDR, that is the endpoint detection response, and XDR is the advanced detection response.